Hello there! How is everybody doing today? I had to do some voice acting today, so I don't know how my audio levels are. Let me know if it's obnoxious or anything like that. This raid... Ah, we still got like 15 minutes. We're just out here getting this buff. If you didn't know, there's a resist arcane buff that you can get from these Scarlet Medics. You want the level 54 one for the maximum buff, which is 81 resist, I guess. I thought it was 90. Either way, that gives you, if you can survive to the anomalous fight without dying, you get to put more DPS into your build when you're fighting anomalous, which is great. Bah. I am the IEA rogue today, so I have it on my bar on purpose, not on accident. If you're curious about that build, you're basically just sacrificing a couple points in assassination for it, because it's here at the top. So it's quite easy for anyone to spec into IEA now as a rogue. But it's the standard combat all the way down to Adrenaline Rush. Some people drop Adrenaline Rush and some points in aggression to go deeper into assassination when they do this, which actually might be the better way to go, if I'm being honest. Because we can regain, what, 4 points here, keeping Blade Rush. And then that would give us maxed lethality here. But we could get Envenom. The only problem is if I'm doing IEA, that means I have to keep exposed armor up. And so having to toggle between Envenom, well, Rupture, Envenom, Slice and Dice, and Expose Armor, not great. Not the greatest thing. Not the most fun thing. Especially since you need both a 5-point Rupture and a 5-point Expose Armor. So in more than likely I'll be not doing that. What just happened there? Is that on purpose? I can't tell. Cannot tell. I'm gonna go pickpocket out of sheer boredom. What you got? What you got in your pockets? 3 silver? Loser. How about you? A star ruby. Rich one right there. Ultra Swiss, always good. 4 silver. And a hickory pipe. That's a bad habit. You should get rid of that one. I'm just helping him out. Alright, well, that was... They're all pickpocketed. Can't pickpocket that. At least not while it's, what you calls it. Haha! Got it. 1 silver for me. Actually not a bad haul. Star Ruby these days is going up in value. I just send them off to keep us anyways. Oop, 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 oop. Raid will start in about 20 minutes. Everyone's just here getting the buffs in the meantime. Is there a point where this becomes useful? What if I use this on chess? Anyways. I've designated Halnish my food keeper for the time being. Hmm. 12 hours to salt shaker. Great. So I'll do that tomorrow. I think they're saving the buff. Let's see if I can get one more. Yeah. They took notice. But they're scheduling proper fixes for later. What happened there? Did I resist it? Greater Blessing of Kings is removed. That could have been that. I don't know where I had Blessing of Kings from. Fascinating. Oh wait, the detonate happened after. All right. Go pick some pockets in here. It's the patrolling Worgen who sees invis, so you can pickpocket all the way up to here if you want. Oh! Ow. So much for the buff. Maybe I can get it back. Can you go in Kara40 to get your body back? Let's try it. Shit. Well, that's what I get for trying to pickpocket. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Or in my case, gain 3 silver, lose probably 2 gold for repairs. Rip. I can get the buff back. It's not doomed. It's mostly doomed. I died for this buff. Now back to Kara. Still another 12 minutes to pull. This is a Guardian of Tirisfal, isn't it? Nope. Soul Seeker. This. Ah, there's ATS. All right. There's a long way to go to get a buff back. But hey, no risk, no reward. Pickpocketing comes as naturally to me as breathing. Being a rogue and all. The hell was that? Alright, let's see how much damage I actually did to myself. 10% 2 gold, yeah. I was correct. Definitely not worth it. At most, I gained 1 gold there with all the pickpocketing plus the Star Ruby. So a net loss for sure. Crusader and agility. I don't know about. There's no attachment I can put on Hooveron's Stinger that gives a plus to anything melee, is there? The only thing holding these back are Golden Sandsam, which is stupidly overpriced. I'm actually trying to farm it myself on a variety of alts, but I haven't done it too seriously yet. We have 2 spots available. So, consumes down at the bottom. I had to go to the Badlands and replenish the ground score pock, but it was not too bad. So on the Trickster's, there it is. On the Trickster's haste buff at the start, if you're stun, if you go for a cheap shot, if you're using the stun and they're immune to it, you don't get the bonus speed, so you can't just use that to start. You have to land rupture or a backstab or something else. Rather ambush, I mean. So that's good to know. So there's really no point in wasting the opener in a raid where it's chaotic, unless you have better ping, better ping than I do, and can get to their back quite quickly. Maybe if you're an ambush rogue, subtlety, you can figure out a way. But I could not. Plus, it's just too much hassle. Just a little too much hassle for me. If you miss the Kara portals, get a summon. Remember, boys and girls, snowballing people in a raid is a capital offense, punishable by perma-loot ban. Excellent. Okay, today we're going to be checking our crit cap. I don't actually know that this thing is accurate, is one of the problems that I've run into. But if it is 46.8, okay, interesting. If it is accurate, would this be better then? Nope, definitely not. Drake Fang it is. So we got extra hit rating from Sandstalker Shroud, but we could go Cloak of the Shrouded Mist. No. Sandstalkers seems to be better. We do get more agility. 6, that's 7 agility. $36.8. We're almost at 50% crit on normal melee.
5,
but
4, 3, 2, 1.
So we'll see how we do today, because we are doing IEA. And if you're doing IEA, you're losing damage somewhere. That's just a fact. I think we're off to a good start, but I can't really tell. Also, I can't really see. Oh. Uh-oh. If I'm hitting something, I'm happy. I can't see shit. I might have to turn down my graphics or something. I don't know what the hell's going on. Whoo-wee. Oh, they're just going crazy today. Holy crap. All right. Okay. I can't see today. I don't know what's going on. All right. This time I'm on red. I need to get Demon Slaying ready. Okay. So I'm on left side here. I'm on Shadowbolt Kick and Mind Numbing again. I'm on group 1 for Cruel. And that's about it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was close.
Uh-oh. I'm not going in there. Alright. Alright. Raven Keepers is nice. But it's SR'd by Tulituku. What the fuck? That is leather. Interesting. Hey, King Lich, how's it going? I cannot see. The struggle is too real today. I don't know what's going on. I feel like... I guess I did change monitors. I'm feeling the pain of that.
Five.
This will drop, but we're gonna wait anyways.
2, 1.
Bye. The moon. Nope. Ah, boo. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. We have Vanish available, so we can go do this. Hmm.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Parry, 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 parry. What the shit? All right. Nope. Ow. Hmm. Ah, keep bumping the mic. That's gotta be annoying. All right, we're gonna have to go back to dissolvent here.
Four, 3, 2, 1. What?
Why is my chat so small? There. Ah. Parry, 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 parry. Okay. Are there some people who have like personal healers? Because it seems like some people get more attention than others. It's bringing my parse down. So my blade flurry is not working. I must be at buff cap.
5, 4.
Let's drop
3,
this.
2, 1.
Still not working. Alright, arcane resistance gear time, and we have a bit more arcane resistance to work with, being at 108 without any of it on. So, what can we swap in? Actually, we'll leave all that on, and we'll use the... We don't need to use the magic resist potion in this case. So instead...
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Ha ha, he's like a Protoss zealot, ha ha ha. I can't see my slice and dice, so I'm having trouble deciding what to do on my rotations. Easy peasy. Blew a 98 off spec. Let's swap back to dissolvents.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You know what I forgot to do? Flask. Now I'm flasked.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Where's my dedicated healer?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How the fuck? Blade flurry. Wow. All right, we're almost to Medivh.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As far as I can tell, my blade flurry is just not working.
More than ever, he would not bat an eye at any word I spoke. Soon you will realize the perhaps is the power.
Berg! Mind numbing on.
I wish I had spared him this duty. Now think nothing of it, my king. You would not. The last nail in the coffin. Currents of magic that have woven themselves into your very being will soon awaken. Certain men fill certain roles. We three are no strangers to it. I will guide you as best I can reach.
All right, here we go.
Let us return. We must not stray.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Librum of Eternal Tower. Pendant of Forgiven Mistakes. I have not seen that one. Reduces the cooldown of Holy Strike and Crusader Strike by 0.5 seconds. That's actually huge. Huge for paladins. Whee! Ugh. Mind numbing back to dissolvents. We'll refresh this one, why not? Back to Drake Fang.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Easy peasy. We'll just stick with double dissolvent. We'll have this going at the start, and we can sapper for extra fun. I believe Shadow? I believe we want Shadow for later stuff. However, the main thing is to not ignore the mechanics, because if you ignore the mechanics, you are dead. So we use the Elixir Giant Growth here, which potentially gets us more range on the Sapper. So let's see. Time to try out TurtleWoW? Yes, it is. Turtlecraft.gg for all your Classic Plus dreams that Blizzard will never fulfill. Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, we'll start that.
1.
I'm still not seeing my Blade Flurry go off. Oh, don't want night. There we go. Yeah. Oh, I am eating shit for some reason. I'm trying to get the goddamn... There we go. Did I get it? I think I got it. I'm a little worried because I'm fat. And if you're fatter, you might get clipped on the side. Now I can't see if my slice and dice is up. No. No. I was too fat. I hit my sprint and it did not go off. Several taps in a row. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. So, my damage seems to be terrible today, but... Checkmate. Two-hander. Interesting. Ephemeral pendant. Look at all those SRs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 SRs. Jesus H. What does that look like? Oh, damn. That's pretty cool, actually. If only I could T-Mog it. I don't want this. May as well eat my food. So. Alright, let's get the demon slaying ready. No more goblin sappers. There's something really magical about the starting areas. Yes. It's that feeling of coming home again for the 100th time. One of the reasons I like the Easter event is because you have to go back into the starting zones. I can't even hit Eviscerate fast enough to get that before it's gone. What are these thousands of ghosts? There's like 1,000 The Lost Ghost. Double Dissolvent's still going, we're good. I'm a ghoul. I'm a gabagool. Well, now my Blade Flurry is working again, so that's something. I wonder what's causing it not to work anymore. I can't seem to get it consistently, but I do notice I have less buffs at the moment. Oh. Ah. Sounds like we're going Samb first. Okay. Deadly. And corrosive 2. This is the new T-WoW content? It is indeed. We are in the Outlands, facing threats like Sam Tastal, who is a demon, so use Elixir of Demon Slaying here. I think it's because they introduced you to the feeling of being someone new, and the attention to detail really makes it immersive. 100% agree. We definitely treated the whole game as an introduction to the world.
Five.
Oh,
four,
God.
3, 2, 1.
No. Fuck. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna wait. Actually, I don't know why I would do that. I'm gonna. Uh-oh. I'm banished. Nah, fuck. Okay. Back in. And fight garbage. Let's fight garbage. Yay. Throw on an oil of immolation just in case. So there's something about all these spell effects. It's like I can feel it causing me to slow down, and thus inputs to not get received sometimes. I'm wondering if I should just turn them down a little bit. Certainly I don't need a giant storm cloud in my face blocking my view of my own character. It doesn't really help. Ah. Alright, I need to get back in. My main mission here is to get the oh fuck. Oh, I died. I'm not sure I got my... Did I get it off? Sam Tasdal's Rift feedback, 12k. Don't know what Rift feedback does. That was rough. Another ephemeral pendant. Wow, that's a lot. Sister girl rolled a 99. I want that spider. I want that 98 back so I can roll it here. $40, motherfucker. So, double dissolvent 2 here. We're going to drink a Greater Fire, and we want to have Juju Ember available. And some regen won't hurt. Bah. To make my life easier, my Empower just shows all the buffs down at the bottom above the thing that you consume to get them. Helps a lot. Whole lot. Where's the Kings? We're at 46.8% crits. All right. Ow. I'm on fire. Not a chance that's 30 seconds.
Let the cracks of this world destroy you.
All right. All right, it wasn't even us. What the fuck? Okay, it is us. I'm getting my ass beaten in. Woo-wee. Crap. That's a wipe. What do you predict Blizzard will reveal at BlizzCon? I think there will be a Classic Plus. My prediction for Blizzard's reveal will be Nexon's StarCraft mobile game. That's my prediction. I don't actually know anything, so don't take that seriously. I'm just very, very cynical at this stage, so... yeah. Oh. Huh. We can't... okay, there we go. There was a AFK feigned death guy. Oh no. Oh dear God. Oh. Just delay the whole raid, why don't you? Rip the raid. So, I don't know. The idea that Blizzard would announce a Classic Plus, I don't think that's going to happen. I think since Turtle WoW hasn't handed over the files, they don't have one. So it would be 2 years off before they would even have anything to show for it. Even if they announced now. Unless they were working on a Classic Plus in secret for the last year and a half. Which is possible. But they never did any hiring for it. And, you know, if you watch LinkedIn, you'll see postings from Activision Blizzard for certain things. And I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if they had done something like that. Brr. Yay. So yeah, there's some shenanigans where if you're if you feign death, it doesn't really knock you off the raid list, the targets. So you can hold up the entire raid that way. And then if anyone happens to be able to sneak in while that person is feigned death, but before the mobs have despawned, you get wrecked again. Oh, let's get my greater fire up now. And let's move this down here. Actually, you know what? You know what they're going to announce at BlizzCon? World of Warcraft After Dark. They had Midnight. Then it's the next expansion, After Dark. In my dreams, they announced Warcraft 4 and World of Warcraft 2. And StarCraft 3. They announced all three. All three are in production with different teams, led by people who worked on the originals. And they rehire Mike Morhaime as president of Blizzard, and they fire Johanna Faries. You know what they'll announce? They'll announce a StarCraft movie or something stupid. Not made by Blizzard either, but like made by Hollywood, similar to the Warcraft movie. That's what they're gonna do. If you watch that, if you watch Game Dev News, my news show, I discussed Johanna Faries' interview that was at one of those trade shows recently and she had, for whatever reason, she was talking to Conan O'Brien, who is one of my favorite talk show hosts, but was not someone I would have expected to be there. And he made some great jokes. So I recommend watching that just for him. But she did not seem to have any understanding of game development at all. So I am really not optimistic about the prospects of a Warcraft 4 or a StarCraft 3 or a World of Warcraft 2 or any new IPs coming out of Blizzard ever again. Just not optimistic at all. I'm cynical by nature, though, so there's that. But things do not look good for Blizzard IPs at this moment in time. So this is probably a waste here. What could you put there instead? Maybe this?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So my feeling last time was that I needed to get armor down on Rupturon, but I don't think I need to do that. Nope. I don't need to be near any of that shit. Oh. Should I reapply? I don't think it's necessary. Where's the stone? It's on Risen Mommy.
Let the cracks of this world destroy you.
Rupturon was voiced by Charles. Oh. 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 I am stuck. That sucked. So, okay, well, we don't want to stand in fire. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get this guy. I'm getting my ass kicked. Oi! What a dick! What the fuck? Easy peasy. Fractured Crown of Conquest. Crown of Ascendancy. Another ephemeral pendant. I think they must have upped the drop rate. Loop of Hardened Slate. Nice. You recently... Charles who? Charles is one of the voice actors. I don't know his last name. It's better that way. I recently replayed Warcraft 3 in Reforged graphics. Gotta say, it didn't make the game better. Maybe the Reforged graphics would have worked better if the missions got reworked for it. They did get reworked. What the... What is this? Is this on purpose? What is going on here? Oh no! Okay, that was close.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, so the Reforged graphics didn't do anything for me. Some people liked them. A lot of people said they should have used the what do you call it? They should have used the models from the MOBA. The MOBA. What was the MOBA? Heroes of the Storm. I don't know about that, but certainly they're more oriented for
5,
the perspective
4, 3,
of a
2, 1.
of an RTS. Gauntlets of the Grand Crusader has dropped again. Wow. Yar. My personal opinion is that what mattered for Reforged was the content that they were going to put into it. And originally they were going to put in a remake of Warcraft 1 in Warcraft 3 with updates for all the story stuff. And yeah, then they didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. They were just like, whatever. Blarg. Lol, I can't get up. I've fallen and I can't get up. That's so fucking lame. That lip is just high enough. Alright. We're on the left side. We gotta get our health stuff ready. We have the hardened mushroom. We're all out of Medivh's Merlot, so we're gonna do Rumsey Rum Black Label instead, and hopefully that'll get me over to 7k. 7.5k. Probably not gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen. We're gonna go Deadly main hand, and we're gonna go Corrosive 2 on the offhand. Hots uses the art style from Samwise, which worked great. Reforged graphics got too realistic and it makes it hard to recognize them on the field. 100% agree. 100% agree. Sammy's the GOAT. Him leaving Blizzard was basically the death knell. The final death knell. But I mean, Morheim left and... Huh? Morheim left when Reforged got fucked, so that sort of says it all to me. He is a demon, so let's do that. Let's get my demon slaying back. We need... Actually, let's move that here. I don't think he does fire. He does shadow later, so let's grab Greater Shadow. Yeah, let's see how that goes. If you don't know Cruel, Cruel does a cleave that hits all the melee. And so you make 2 stacks of melee, and the damage spreads out across all the melee. So you need like 8 melee to absorb it, and around 7.5k HP to make it happen. Alchemist Stan? Warheim created his own studio? Yeah. They made 2 games so far. Sunderfolk and something Gate. What's it called? Neither of which gained a lot of traction. I think they overestimated the audience for both of those games in a pretty severe way, given their spending on them. That said, they're not gone. They just had to reduce their marketing department, which is probably the right thing to cut. You know, don't be like EA. All right, so hold on. I have to focus on my rotations just a little bit here. Uh-oh. Stick with it. He's something's wrong, but it's working out. Well, that was interesting. That was very interesting. I don't know what happened there, but it sort of worked out in my favor, personally. But overall, can't tell what happened. I don't know what it was either. He seemed to be moving towards someone and then changed his mind. There was a good period there where all the melee were on him and he wasn't hitting anyone. So I don't know what that was, but it was interesting. Well, that was unfortunate. All right, reminder to myself. I can't use my quickness potion because I need my lip for later. It's a 2-minute cooldown. The fight's 3 minutes, so if I use my quickness, I can't use my lip. Big oops on my part, but for whatever reason, that if we had been able to kill it, it actually worked out in my favor in terms of DPS.
Looking for something specific? See you around.
Did someone die? What was that? I heard several people die. Weird. Never even heard of it? You... Oh, what? Sunderfolk and, Timegate? It's not Stormgate. Stormgate's another thing from a different studio. And I briefly worked on it. And I'm not going to talk about it. But... yeah. They've got 2 games that are out. They're both in early access. Actually, Sunderfolk I don't think is in early access. I think that's like a release. It's sort of like D&D. Like a modified version of D&D. And the problem, if you want to call it a problem, for whatever reason, they wanted it to be like similar to a tabletop game. So what you have to do is the DM projects stuff to a monitor. So someone has to have the core game, and that's what you purchase on Steam, and then you use a TV to display it to everyone else, and then they use a mobile app, a Sunderfolk mobile app, which you can probably get on the store right now. That part's free, and that's how you create your character. And then the mobile app interacts with the Steam app to play the game. So yeah, it's quite bizarre. I think they overestimated some. I think they it's not mistimed, but they missed something. They missed something when they were thinking about what they were doing. I don't know. I really don't know. I wasn't there for any of those decisions. I have nothing to do with them. So it is what it is, I guess. Still got 55 minutes on Flask. Blarg. Alright, this time we will not use my quickness potion. We will use Demon Slaying. Demon Slaying is on a different cooldown from all the other potions, so you can use it whenever you want. I don't know, how is Sunderfolk doing? Actually, let's go look what the other game was from Dreamhaven. So it's dreamhaven.com, and you can see that they have Wildgate, that's it. So Wildgate is like ship-to-ship PvP sort of shooter thing. Also, they have a couple partner studios. Mechabellum is actually cool. I bought that one. It's quite cheap. But basically it's like a tactics game, but a real-time tactics game where you like plop down where you want your units to spawn, and you have it's like a point buy system. And then it just unleashes and they do their thing and they fight each other. It's overly simplistic, I think, for my taste. But also it's sort of like it's cool to kind of just watch it work out. And then Sunderfolk, let's see how Sunderfolk is doing. Sunderfolk is... Woo! Price is up. $50. Very positive. People are loving it. I just don't think it's doing the sales they need, because they were expecting millions and millions or something. I haven't played it yet. I'll have to be... I want to, but I don't have people to play it with. Maybe I can make my family play. I mean, why did I have a family if not to make them play games with me? I think that's what I'll do. I'll force them to play. Yeah, Wildgate is the ship versus ship PvP shooter. So you're like a guy on a ship, and you're on a team with a ship, and then you have to like get stuff. What? Over expectation? Well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, oh, we have a Blizzard pedigree and we have really great ideas, and like there's such a high luck factor involved in making games that hold on. No, we're good. There's such a high luck factor involved in making games that I think certain game developers get high on their own supply and are like anything you make can end up a failure. So I don't have very high hopes for the game I'm working on.
5, 4.
But I'm still gonna make it because I want
2,
to,
1.
and I like what I'm doing, and it's fun. It's fun to make these things for me. All right. I need to not die before I get this off. I can use the flurry, but I can't use the quickness, so. I was at 8 stacks. Very smooth this time. Oh. We got it this time for sure. D. Another ephemeral pendant? Holy shit. That's amazing. Shattered Edge. Doo. That's Shartatath. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm assuming that they must have increased the drop of the pendants after some complaints, since I think we've seen 4 or 5. Either that or we're just really freaking lucky today. I'll be honest, the ephemeral pendant was the last thing I'm going for. Simply because the line is long, A, but B, it's actually worse than Prester's Talisman. So I would only need it to complete the set. Do you have any interest in playing one of Blizzard's versions of WoW? Midnight, TBC Anniversary, maybe Classic Plus? Should they make one? If they make a Classic Plus, I might play it. But here's the thing. The reason I wanted to play Classic in the first place was to play my old levels, and they didn't have a Classic at the time that I was looking for it. So I had to go to private servers to get that and go experience my old content again. And then once I was playing Turtle WoW, I was like, why would I go anywhere else? Alright, we gotta do double dissolvent here, actually. We want fire protection here. And there we go. Fight's less than 10 minutes, so we can actually just do this right now. So we'll get that up. The most important part of this fight is simply not to move when the shackles go. And I need to keep my brain on and focused about that, so I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm trying not to wipe the raid. We'll just stick with the Mark of the Champion. It is, everything here is demon. Actually, you know what? You know what's not demon?
5,
the shards.
4, 3.
I
2,
forgot to
1.
check my shard.
Do not think I watched your adventures with the Tower of Kara40. The link between our worlds shall slowly open, and with it, the burning region shall consume.
Oh, that's me. Did I do that? Is that my voice? I think I did that voice. We're in group 5. Group 5 is on Crystal 1. Is that group 1? Or is that group 1? I don't know. Uh-oh. Shackles are down. Shard didn't go down. All right, release. So yeah, Shard didn't go down, so that causes the enrage, and that wipes everything. I'm trying to just bust through his HP. I mean, I wasn't in that whole first fight for the first like 10 minutes. Shouldn't matter too much, but that meant the IEA wasn't in there. Another 4 gold down the drain. Beep, boop. Let's get some frozen runes. Yeah, we're not going to use Heart of Dreams. Okie dokie. Should I switch to deadly? I don't think so. The shards are the things that can wipe us the most, so I'm gonna
2, 1.
stick with double dissolvent. We want to have our armor drop on him. ASAP. Oh, da, da. Oh no. It's always the same timing too. No. That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. 0, 3.
Beware.
Oh my god. Wow. That was amazing. Oh, Kisef with the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oh, another ephemeral pendant. Amazing. Alright, hopefully I get this armor of deceit. If I don't, I'll be so sad. Akka, Alex, Saskal, Coward Carpet, and Japanese name. Be sure to thank Kisef for the gifted membership. Here's the roll. Fucking 13? God fucking damn it. Son of a goddamn bitch. No loot for me today again. Unless the guy who gets... Unless 3 of the people who could have gotten the armor bug out and they can't get it for some reason. Wing of Oblivion. Damn, that's a cool shield. It's only for healing. So I guess it's... Who heals and can wear a shield? Shamans and paladins, right? Ugh. Well, that's that. A boo. Ba 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 ba. All right, we got to do these. I don't know when I'm gonna do them. Not right now though, because it's 4 in the morning. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get logs. I'm curious how bad I did today, since I was doing IEA. Raid logs are not up yet. They've got their Nax logs up on there. Where are my Kara40 logs? So I can at least have some comfort. I can look through DPS mate, but I found that DPS mate and oh no, I can't, because DPS mate does not count the individual fights. According to DPS mate, though, I came in 14th, which I did reset it, not immediately before the raid, but at some point. So yeah, sucks to be me, apparently. That's just the last fight. But even so, I would have expected to do better. Boo, come on. Where's the logs? Where them logs at? Ah, someone's typing. They're coming. There they are. All right. Let's take a look. I know this is everyone's favorite part. It has to be. Oh, actually we did better than last week, which is interesting given I was doing IEA. So check this out. Whoops. Not that one. That one. Boop. Oh, why is it so huge? All right, there you go. I don't even know if that's readable for you guys. If let me know. So apparently I came in at 11th. Rogue Joker, #1 rogue again. Auto attack 633k compared to my 623. 10k difference there. He's using backstab? Oh, that's new. Usually he's not. 486 compared to my Sinister Strike 406. 406, that's 80k right there. Eviscerates 131k. 46k on my eviscerates. I am slacking. Though actually no, that's because I had to sacrifice a bunch for IEA. He's been switching up his poisons, so that's good. 40k dissolvent, 36k corrosive 2, and 26k deadly. And I'm at 30k, 27k, 26k. Interesting. Surprise attack, 50k, 41k. Hehehe, Goblin Sapper Charge. I got 5k on that Goblin Sapper Charge. That's pretty good. That's probably what edged me up a bit. 146k. I definitely committed to Blade Flurry a lot more, and I think it's at a couple points I had it stuck on when I didn't want it on. Or something. Something was going on. Something was definitely wrong with Blade Flurry today. Let's go fight by fight and see how we did. Keeper Gnarlmoon. Terrible. Yeah, 202k. What's he doing? Oh, he's using Deadly and Corrosive? Deadly does not work on the owls, as far as I know. So I'm a little bit curious why he would do that. Furia double dissolvent. I kept up pretty close there. Ley Watcher Incontagos. Oh, interesting. Did a little bit better there. I know why though. It's because in the initial rain down thing, all the others spread out in the wrong direction, and I was able to get an angle to get back in on him in melee for a little bit. But so overall good there. Deadly and corrosive, the way to go. Yeah, they dual dissolvent corrosive. Probably the best choice is Dissolvent Corrosive in case you have to fight the crystal. But if the crystal doesn't die immediately, it's not going to matter. So Anomalous. Normally I do a lot better here. I think the other rogues took more risk, and I was struggling with... for whatever reason, my IEA wasn't showing, so I think I did more IEAs than I needed to, but that's neither here nor there. Echo of Medivh. About what I expect, I suppose, given that I had to blow several 5-point combos on IEA. We should probably check my IEA uptime. No? Wait, what's it called? Expose armor. Now, I can't account for the potential of others to have it up. Oh, that's good coverage, though. That's pretty good coverage. There's a little gap there, but it's like a few seconds. 34, 21, 34, 26. It's like a 30-second gap. Not great, actually, but not awful. Let me check Keeper as well. Oh, quite a bit more sporadic there. Though this is a weird thing. Oh no, because you have to leave the fight and then come back. Alright, no, I did okay. Lay Watcher Incantagos. I guess that's where the fight starts. That's quite the gap. Though that's probably at a point where I had to run away for some reason. Which happens all the time in that fight. Anomalous? How did I do there? This should be all the time. Yeah, okay. No, that's about what I expected. I had it up the entirety of the time I was on him, so that's perfect. And we just saw Echo Medivh, and that one was that's decent too. Chess fights. Not great, but not terrible either. Could have done better. Well, no, because you're fighting the rook, then you're fighting the bishop, then you're fighting the knight. So I think I did okay in my IEA stuff. Sam Tazdal. Normally I do a lot better damage on him. Pretty much 100% IA, but it looks like was someone else also doing it in this fight? I hope not. Rupturon, not expecting anything good here. Though for some reason I'm top rogue in the Rupturon fights now that we're doing the strategy where you bunch them all together because I'm pretty good at doing the Blade Flurry. Yeah, look at my Blade Flurry. 130k. Next highest rogue. 61. Maybe they're just not in the mindset of how to down them all at the same time. I don't know. I don't know. Cruel? #1 rogue. Mainly because I found that weird... If you stand at just the right angle, it seems like he doesn't hit you. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm going to have to explore that more next week. But I'll tell you this. From now on, I think I will always lip at 25%. And I will vanish once I'm on the ground and run back in. Because that puts me last on the list, and that means that I get the most time on him. If every rogue does it, that means we'll be the last ones meleeing, but I think that's good because we can do the most damage in the shortest amount of time in melee compared to everyone else. Though I would say there's an argument to be made that a warrior should be up because he could get into the execute phase there. Maybe the warrior should just stay out until he's at 20% and then rush in and like start executing. That's probably what they should do. Like if we're really trying to get the maximum damage from melee. Oh, I got absolutely destroyed in the Mephistoroth fight. Okay. No, but yeah, I kind of figured that would be the case. I was just more focused on getting exposed armor up. And did I do a good job of it? Not terribly, especially not in the last phase. Ouch. I mean, I did it, but not great. Vinny with the gifted membership. Thank you. Oh my god, my pal's back. Yes. Yes, but I'm about to go to bed. It's 4 in the morning, and I'm just looking at the logs before I do. But I do appreciate the gifted memberships, and I hope that Miyaka and Cultivation appreciate it too. Please thank Vinny when you get the chance. Y'all have access to the members-only videos. Remember that if you are a member, you can watch Game Dev News when I live stream it, and you can ask me questions about whatever I'm reporting on. If that's your thing. If you haven't checked out Game Dev News, that is my bi-monthly show, meaning twice a month, where I talk about the latest stuff on what's going on in the game industry from a game dev perspective. So it's sort of, my audience is sort of game devs, but I think it might be interesting for you guys to get an inside look on what a game dev thinks about what's going on in the game industry, even if it is just my viewpoint for now, which is extremely cynical, as I've always said. All right. So overall, there's still a lot of room for improvements. I think that with the additional sandbag of the IEA, I did pretty good. I did better than last week, which is saying something. Yeah. There's always room for improvement. That's the thing. I gotta, like, follow Rogue Jelker around and see what he's doing, because I'm unclear on how he's staying so far ahead. Though he did switch to backstab, which might be an indicator that he's decided that's the way to go now. Letheria, of course, has Thunder Fury. So, you know, that's an extra 30 to 50k I've seen in across the raids that I just, you know, nothing I can do about that. Would that be the difference here? 564. Actually, yes, that is the difference there. So, oh no, she's quite ahead on that. 40, 60. So there's still some room for improvement in that regard. Though I was doing IEA this time, so there is that. So anyways, for an IEA run, I think I did pretty well. Pretty well. Would like to do better. Can do better. And next week, maybe I will. All right, thanks for joining me, guys. Vinny, thank you again for the gifted memberships. Kissf, as always, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. And hopefully, we're going to see what I do next week in terms of what raids I do. I've decided to step back from running with the Whiskey Warriors for now. The main reason being that I got loot counseled again. And I warned them before, like, I don't like getting bumped on stuff that I'm in line for and have been for months. And so I think that I need to find an SR plus guild to run with so that there's no dispute. Like, if I have plus 200 on something, I'm going to get it, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm just, there's the sunk cost fallacy. But if they can bump me at any time, there's no reason to run it with them. I enjoy raiding with them, but this feels like a kick in the balls, especially after I warned them last time. I don't know if you remember, but we had the similar incident with the Gressel, and the guild leader had to step in. I don't want to get the guild leader involved again, so it just doesn't. It seems not worth it. For now, and I'll find someone else to run with. So we'll see if I run with anyone next week. I might just raid log for Kara40, but I also might level my priest, who is now 56. I might try to get her to 60. She's slow and steady, so I want to get the slow and steady reward, and I want to get a priest to 60 and try to potentially get into raids as a healer, because I think that might be interesting for me. That's the one thing I really haven't done. I've tanked raids. I tanked raids in retail, and I've always been DPS, but I've never healed in a raid situation. So I'm kind of curious, though I hear it's very boring. So I'll have to start looking at the add-ons, but I'm not going to worry about it till I get to 60. All right, guys. Hope you had fun. And I will see you whenever I stream again. Game dev news coming up, and a variety of other things that might be fun. That's all for now.